So now the next session mostly depends on this part of the portion of the figure. Except this portion from Bhumandala all the way up to Dhruvaloka, rest everything is stationary within the universe. So this Bhumandala and the lower 7 planets and above Dhruvaloka, that is Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Satyaloka, they are said to be stationary. But only things which are within this, so starting with Rahu, Sun, Moon, these other planets, Saptarushis and heavenly planets, they are all revolving around pole star. So how they are revolving, we will be discussing in the third part of our presentation. So this presentation is little bit logic and thought process oriented. So we have to have little bit alertness, because every slide by slide, the previous slide is by default included in the next slide. So the previously we talk about something, the next slide, in addition to that, we'll be keep on adding to it. So it is like dependent on the previous slides, everything. So so these two shlokas, 5th canto, chapter 23 and 2 and 3, that talk about orbits, how the orbits are formed. Just as bulls move around the post to thresh the rice, if you go to agriculture fields, we can see that after once they get all the crop, nowadays there are so lot of machines, but in the previous days they would use bulls so that the grains can be taken out of the paddy. So the bulls are moving in a circular direction. This is the analogy given in Bhagavatam. Just like the bulls are moving around a post, in the same way, all the planets and luminaries revolve around the pole star in their respective orbits till the end of Kalpa. That is, till the end of Brahma's day. From the beginning of Brahma day all the way till the end of Brahma's day, they will be simply moving around, being propelled by the wind known as Dakshinavruta Pravaha. This wind is called Dakshinavruta Pravaha because the planets will be starting from east, and from east they will be moving towards Dakshina, that is south. This south is not the true south, this south is based on the south which we indicated on the Jambudvipa map. So that's south. So all the planets are moving towards Dakshina. That's why this Pravaha is called Dakshinavruta Pravaha. So all these orbits are fixed in the zodiac. Some of the orbits are at higher level, some of them are lower level. We have seen in the previous image, planets are gradually going up. The water circles are shown, they are nothing but their orbits. Just as clouds are eagles controlled by the wind and being pushed by their karma, they move about in the sky without being falling down to the earth. The clouds, they are always in the space and they don't fall unless it transforms into rain. And the birds also and the wind also, they don't come down. The same way, all the planets supported by matter and the Supreme Lord, moving by their past karmas, they do not fall to the ground. So they move in clockwise direction, keeping Mount Meru below and pole star above to the right hand side, just the way we move around Tulsi Maharani. So they are also moving, keeping Mount Meru and pole star on their right hand side. They are always moved by this Parvartaka Pravaha wind. The same Dakshinavruta Pravaha wind is also called as Parvartaka Pravaha wind. So the pole star, some details about the pole star. Pivot of all the luminaries, planets and constellations. This is like pivot means the central point to which all of them are connected to. They rotate, this pole star rotates all of those planets, luminaries and constellations constantly around it by Lord's inconceivable force. How pole star is rotating them? Through Lord's Achintya Shakti. By this energy they are rotated around this pole star. This pole star always shines without being moved by time will. Rest everything is moving, but it is not moving. So it is being fixed at one place, it is making everyone to move around him. That is the greatness of this pole star. So this is the pole star and rest everything is moving around him. All the planets are moving around him in a circular fashion, being connected to him through a rope made out of wind. All these lines considered to be like rope made out of wind, Pravaha. So the next Bhagavatam discusses about zodiac belt, because it is said that all the planets are moving in the zodiac belt. What is zodiac belt? It is called as Kalachakargata. The Lord, original cause of the cosmic manifestation, divides himself into 12 forms and 6 seasons. This is called as time wheel. The zodiac belt is time wheel. This is the Supreme Lord himself expanded as this time wheel, and this time wheel consists of 12 forms and 6 seasons. So we will see what are they. This wheel has 12 spokes, 6 rims and 3 hubs. These 12 spokes are referring to 12 months, January to December, today terminology, or Makara Rashi all the way up to Kumbha Rashi. 6 rims, the 6 rims are referring to 6 seasons, Sharad Rutu, Hemant Rutu, Shishir Rutu, Grishma Rutu, Varsha Rutu, all those 6 seasons. And the 3 hubs, the central portion of the wheel, that is referring to 3 hubs. One hub is corresponding to Dakshinayana, one hub is corresponding to Uttarayana, the other third hub is corresponding to Vishuvayana. That means one hub is referring to Makara Sankranti, the other hub is referring to Karaka Sankranti, the third hub is referring to Mesha Sankranti. So that's what. The sun, the soul of the world, situated in the zodiac belt, in the Antariksha, he enjoys 12 months in an orbit known as Samvatsara. So in this zodiac belt, sun will be moving. So he is enjoying 12 months means he is moving month after month. There are 12 spokes, the 12 spokes correspond to 12 months. The sun is going from one month to other months. That's how he enjoys all the 12 months. It is said like that. Through time, Lord regulates our actions and experiences of different seasons. So generally time, according to time, place, circumstances, we perform various kind of activities. There are different seasons. At different seasons, people perform different activities. Of course, today we don't see any difference because we all go to companies and we go to offices. So it is work is same throughout the year. But in the villages, the work is different at different seasons. In the rainy season, they sow the seeds. Later on, in upcoming season, there is cutting the seeds, cutting the crop, and then storing the grains and harvesting fields and preparing the fields for next season, like that. There are different activities at different seasons for the people who are in the villages. But in the city, it is like throughout the year the same, whether it is rainy season or winter or summer. So the Lord is regulating our activities based on this by arranging different seasons. So this is the zodiac belt. This is the Kala Chakragata. There are 12 zodiac signs. These are 12 spokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you count, there are 12 spokes. And the rim is basically which is connected into 2 spokes. The 2 months put together one season. That is called rim. This is 1 rim, this is 2 rim. And the central portion is called hub. This time wheel, at some time it is gradually going down, sometimes it is gradually going up. The bottommost point is called Makara Sankranti, that is one hub. The topmost point is called Karaka Sankranti, that is second hub. The intermediate position is called Mesha Sankranti, that is third hub. That's how the description is given. So these are constellations. They are said to be Makara, Mesha or Kumbha or Simha. This is because there are set of stars in the outer space. They are formed in a particular shape. When you draw them together, that appears to be this shape. For example, this Leo, it is called Simha Rashi. All the stars, if you take them together and draw a map, that looks like a Simha, lion. So that is shown here, how they look like. Here Cancer, Karka, and Leo, Simha, Virgo, Kanya, and Libra, Tula. Somewhat they look like their particular animal, that's why they are called with their name. So this is how, these are the set of stars which can be seen in the space. So this full set of stars is called Kalachakargata, Jyotiranikam. The next one, the constellations which we discussed previously, just above the moon there are 27 constellations. Actually these constellations also, they are set of stars. So the presiding deity of all these stars are 27 daughters of Daksha Prajapati. The second time when Daksha Prajapati was born in Chakshusha Manvantara, he begot 60 daughters. Out of 60, he gave 27 in marriage to moon god, 17 he gave in marriage to Kashyapa Rishi, and 10 he gave in marriage to Dharma and Yama, and like that other 6 daughters were given in marriage to some other people. So those 27 wives of moon god, they are residing in these 27 constellations. The moon is said to be moving from one constellation to other constellation after every day. So one day he will spend in one constellation, the next day will go to second constellations. Like that, there are 27 constellations. He covers in 27 days all the 27 constellations. Then after 28th, on 28th day again, he will come to first constellation. So like that, it is said to be moving. There are 28 along with Abhijit. Being inspired by the Lord, they move along with the time wheel. The previous time wheel, which will be moving around in a clockwise direction, the constellations are also moving along with the time wheel. So the Abhijit is said to be the last part of Ashada and the first part of Shravana. The 27 are 27 daughters of Daksha. The 28th one which comes some now and then, that is Abhijit. This is first part of Ashada and last part of Shravana. And each constellation is divided into 4 parts. Why? Because we have 27 stars and 27 constellations and 12 zodiac signs. When we divide 27 by 12, it becomes 2.25. So 0.25 is like 1/4. So when we divide each constellation into 4 parts, so each zodiac sign can have 2.25. That means 9 padas of 3 constellations. So that we will see in the next table how they are. A brief description how they are situated in the time wheel is given here. So this is Capricorn, Makara. So in this there are 2 padas of Dhanishta and 4 padas of Shravana and 3 padas of Uttarashada. 3 plus 2 plus 4 put together total becomes 9 padas. So like that in every zodiac sign there are 9 padas of stars. And Abhijit is said to be the last portion of Ashada and the first portion of Shravana. So it is taking 3 and 4 padas of Uttarashada and 1 and 2 padas of Shravana. So one interesting observation, kindly remember this. The Capricorn or Makara, this particular point is said to be the beginning of Uttarayana Punyakala. In Bhagavad Gita 8th chapter, Uttarayana is glorified. Whoever dies in Uttarayana, they will go upward. So because sun is going upward, so they will follow the path of sun. But in the beginning of Uttarayana, the Abhijit star, now and then it comes, it is taking the first portion immediately. The first star is Uttarashada, it is 2 and 3, 4. It is taking the last part of this Uttarashada. So when the Abhijit star comes, it will be acting as the beginning star of Uttarayana Punyakala. So the Abhijit is considered to be auspicious star always. And also in future we are going to discuss this particular portion will be like sunrise for India. When sun comes all the way here, that will be noon for India. So this is the position of Abhijit star. So when sun comes to the noon point, that will be called Abhijit Muhurta. In a day we have 30 Muhurtas. Here we have 28 constellations. So each Muhurta is almost equal to 1 constellation, something like that. So when sun comes to this point, that particular time period is called Abhijit Muhurta. So every day noon time is considered to be Abhijit Muhurta. And also whenever moon comes to this Abhijit star, that is also called that particular day in which the moon is there in that star, that is called very auspicious day. And whenever sun is also coming into this particular area, that is also considered very auspicious. That is the beginning of Uttarayana. During the month of January, from January 17, maybe till the end of January, that can be considered as Abhijit constellation. That is considered to be very auspicious to begin any activities. So this is about Abhijit. There are various references in Bhagavatam, Abhijit, where whenever Lord appears, whichever fastings we do till noon, all the Lords appear during Abhijit Muhurta. Lord Ram, Lord Vamandev, they all appeared in Abhijit Muhurta only. So this is another picture which is showing about. So this is one zodiac sign. We can see 3, 4 and 2, like 9 pathas of 3 constellations are shown here. So these two put together, it is called as the zodiac wheel. Actually the 12 signs on the zodiac wheel, but we can add these 27 stars also in the zodiac. These both put together zodiac wheel. So the both are shown in this image. This is outer circle consisting of 12 zodiac signs, the inner circle consisting of 27. This outer 12 circle, this is considered to be the orbit of sun. The inner, the 27 stars, considered to be the orbit of moon. So in future, whatever references we are going to show, that is all based on this one. This is the base for everything, because this is Lord himself is expanding this form. So Lord himself through his Atint Shakti is making everything to move around pole star. So when time wheel moves, he makes everyone move along with him. This is like in summer we see a kind of Chakravat. When air goes, the circle in circles, it is not just going alone. It is taking so many leaves, dry leaves, papers along with him. The same way, when this zodiac wheel moving around, it is taking all the planets also around himself. This is pole star above and earth below. This view is considered to be seen from the top. When you see from the top, how the things are viewed. So this is taking, we will take this as a base and we will superimpose one by one, we will be superimposing all the things above this. So that is how our presentation goes ahead. So now we will see how the sun is moving through zodiac. Now we have seen the zodiac, what is zodiac. Now we will add sun to the zodiac, how sun is going to move in this zodiac. So situated in the middle of the Antariksha, the sun, master of heat, heats up and lights up the three worlds by its light. From sun we get two things always, heat and also light. So these are two specific natures of the sun. So he is always moving along with the zodiac wheel in the space. His chariot travels through the four residences in his orbit in a circle above Manasuttara mountain continuously. This we were discussing yesterday while doing the revision. In the Manasuttara mountain, on top of that, there are four cities of Indra in the east, Yamaraj in the south, and Varuna in the west, and Soma in the north. So these four cities are taken as a reference to understand the movement of sun. The total circumference, the orbital circumference, the Manasuttara mountain circumference is about 95.1 million yojanas. So the radius we know, that is 15.75, it becomes 15.85. Pi is considered to be 3 in these calculations. So it is, that's how it becomes 95.1 million yojanas. This is the circumference. These are that. The path of the sun's chariot, we have seen the measurement of the sun chariot. Its length is about 3.6 million yojanas, width is about 0.9 million yojanas. The chariot wheel, the base of the chariot wheel is about 0.2 million yojanas wide. So the middle of this wheel is considered to be 0.1, that is added to 15.75, that comes 15.85. Some information. So this is how the yellow portion is Manasuttara mountain. Okay. In the east there is Devadani, the residence of Indra. In the west there is Nimlochni, the residence of Varuna. In the south there is Samyamani, the residence of Yamaraj. And in the north there is Vibhavari, the residence of the moon god. Though time wheel always moves in clockwise direction. When time wheel moves, just like the Chakravat moves, it takes along with him dry papers, dry leaves and dust. In the same way, the time wheel is carrying sun like a dust particle along with him. So this is just for explanation sake. So when time wheel is moving, along with sun is moving. The Bhagavatam explains that for the sun to go from the city of Devadani to Samyamani, the city of Yamaraj, he takes 6 hours. And from there he goes to the city of Varuna, Nimlochani, after another 6 hours. And then he goes to the city of moon god, Vibhavari, after another 6 hours. Then he goes to the city of Indra, again he comes back after another 6 hours. Thus, after 24 hours, he will again come back to the city of Indra. So this is considered to be one day of sun. 24 hours, based on our observations, we can know. Today morning 6 am to next morning 6 am is 24 hours. So in the 24 hours, sun covers the four cities of these four divine demigods, because he is moving just above the Manasuttara mountain only. He is just visiting all those four places. So now we will understand. Based on this explanation, we will understand how day and night is happening in India. So this part is earth. In the earth, so India will be here. For all our explanations, because we have seen in Jambudvipa, Bharatavarsha is this side. In the Bharatavarsha, there are 9 divisions. The bottommost 9th division is planet Earth. That is here, the bottommost point. So now, sun is in the city of Indra. So when sun is in the city of Indra, so India experiences sunrise. The bright portion is being exposed to sun. They are experiencing daytime. The dark portion is they are experiencing night time. So here the note is, considering the earth globe, that is Bharatavarsha or planet Earth, in the middle and the place under consideration, that is India, in the southern part of the image. Here, India is here. We are considering India is here. All the timestamps are presented. So when we consider India is here, we can superimpose. The Japan is here, and America is here, and Australia is here. So these are 4 references places for planet Earth. So based on this, we will understand who is experiencing day and who is experiencing night at what times. So when sun is here, The Japan is experiencing no midday. This is noon because it is on their head. The person will be standing here. It is on their head directly. And here is just darkness is about to leave and brightness is about to come. That is India. And Africa they are experiencing night, midnight. And America they are experiencing sunset. After some time they will get full night. Eventually go slow. So next timestamp will show after 6 hours. What is happening after 6 hours? Sun moved from here to here. So I will go back. One more observation we will see. Sun is here and he is in Mesha Rashi. And here Ashwini star. So after 6 hours, Sun and Mesha Rashi both came here. Because time wheel is moving around, he is taking Sun also along with him. So both are moving together. So when after 6 hours when Sun came here, this person who is staying in this part of the globe experiences noon. And this person who was experiencing previously noon, now he experiences sunset. And this person who was experiencing midnight previously, now he experiences morning, sunrise. And this person who was experiencing sunset previously, now he experiences after 6 hours. Now it is clear. So yesterday some devotee asked, we have made a statement that sun is moving around. So this is how we have to understand how sun is moving around. And another statement we made, earth is stationary. And here we can see earth is stationary and sun is moving around for in this explanation. So we can understand how day and night is happening. In the other explanation, the earth is doing Atma Brahman and day and night is happening. But in this explanation it is like this. So we will try to correlate these two at the end. But for now we will see what Bhagavatam is going to say. So after 6 hours, if we continue the same situation, what happens? The sun along with Mesha or Mesha taking sun along with him to this point after 6 hours. So now the situation is changed at all places. The India now they experience sunset. This is 6 hours of the after the noon. Like that, other places also experiences a different time of the day. And another after 6 hours, sun has gone here. Now India experiences midnight, and Japan is going to experience sunrise. So after another 6 hours, India again experiencing next morning. This is a day for planet Earth. In a day, the sun is moving from the city of Indra to the city of Yamaraj, to the city of Varuna, to the city of Soma, and then it is coming back to the city of Indra. So this is how sun is moving in a chariot continuously. This is one day only. The sun is moving from the beginning of Brahma's day till the end of Brahma's day continuously, being propelled by Dakshinartha Pravaha wind or Achinta Shakti of the Supreme Lord. That is represented by Kalachakargata, time wheel or zodiac belt. That is shown as the background wheel, the two orbits. The first orbit is about sun's orbit, the second orbit is about moon's orbit. Now in this time wheel, we have superimposed sun. So by which we are trying to understand how day and night is happening. I hope this is clear. So now we will go to the next stage. We will try to superimpose somebody else also on this. So understanding the movement of sun with respect to the time wheel. So now here we have seen one thing. The time wheel is making sun to move along with him. So do they move always with the same speed? Is there any difference between them? Two people are running. Do they move continuously with the same speed, or is there any difference between them? So that we'll see now. So Bhagavatam says that the sun god proceeds with Sumeru and Dhruvaloka, and both is left and right simultaneously. So this is a question asked by Parishit Maharaj to Sukadeva Goswami, and Sukadeva Goswami explains this question, the answer to this question, by an analogy. This is Potter's wheel analogy. This is a little bit difficult to understand. So we have simplified this with another analogy that we will show in the next slide. So you see some colorful image. This is a playground. In the morning, many boys or many people, they go to playground, have a running. So they can do some jogging so that they can be fit. So here we have 3 boys, boy 1, boy 2 and boy 3. There are 3 boys. In the morning, they are doing running. So this particular circle is divided into 10 parts. So part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and other side 5. And the first part again further divided into another 10 parts. so that we can understand how three people are moving. Here by 1 and by 2 and by 3. So now what is happening? Now they started point at point 1. So we are not going to see the intermediate states, but we are going to see where they are only after one round. Though they are three boys, but they may not be running at same speed. We don't know who is going fast and who is going slow. So now we will see who is going fast and who is going slow. After one round, what we can see here? This boy 3 is gone behind by 1/10, almost 10% is behind. And boy 1 reached the first point, and boy 2 is behind by 1%, only 1% after one round. So now they are moving with that speed. This analogy, kindly pay your attention. This will help us to understand the movement of future things. This one analogy will help us to understand the movement of all the planets. If this is clear, then everything else is clear. So after one round, one person is behind by, this boy 2 is behind by 1%, this boy 3 is behind by 10%. Then after two rounds, he is behind by 2%, he is behind by 20%. So then if they continue running in the morning without feeling fatigue and all, so after 10 rounds, boy 1 is almost every round is completing. The boy 3, what is happening with him? For every round is going behind by 10%. After 10 rounds, he is behind by 100%. So that means the boy 1 completed 10 rounds, boy 2 completed 9 rounds, and boy 3 completed 9 rounds, and boy 2 completed 9.9 rounds. He is now, every round is behind by 1%. Now he is behind by 10% only. So now, next, how many rounds? 11 rounds. After 10, the next one is 11 rounds. So this person is behind by 11%, and this person is behind by 110%. And here you see, in the first, when the starting point, these two are here. After 11 rounds, these two came here. Yes? Kindly remember this phenomena. This will be helpful for our future reference. Okay, after 11 rounds, because in 11 rounds he is coming back by 110% and is coming back by 10%, 11%. 11% from 110%, if you minus 100%, it is 10%. 10%, 11% are very close, almost. They are very close to each other. So then next position. This is after 100 rounds. Then three of them came together. So now the boy 1 completed 100 rounds and boy 2 completed 99 rounds, because every round is behind by 1% only. After 100 rounds, he is completed 99 rounds, and boy 3 completed 90 rounds, because for every 10 rounds he is behind by 1 round. So after 100 rounds he is behind by 10 rounds. So if we have understood this analogy, if we extrapolate it to different, here we have taken 10%, 100%, which is easy to understand. We transform this explanation into in terms of degrees. In a circle there are 360 degrees. So that we will see in the next slide. But if this is clear, that will become very clear. So this is the image of degrees. So now here we will consider the boy 1 to be the time wheel. The one who is making everyone to move. He is supposed to be strong. He is supposed to move always quite fast enough. And boy 2, we will consider him to be sun. He is almost trying to keep pace with time wheel. Every time he is going behind by 1% only, not so much, 1% only. But there is another person, boy 3. He is every time going behind by 10%. This is moon god. This is time wheel, this is sun, this is moon. In the previous diagram, we have seen only the movement of sun. Now in this diagram, we are seeing the movement of sun and moon with respect to time wheel. Okay. Now in the next diagram, we will see how they are moving back, because they are not moving with respect to 10%, 1%. Their calculations are different. So here in this, we have 360 degrees. Here 0 with point and 10, 20 like that, going around 350 and 360. The sun is going behind after every round by 1 degree, approximately close to 1 degree. The moon is going behind by 13 degrees, 13 degrees. So after one round, sun is behind by 1 degree, and after one round, moon is behind by 13 degrees. So after 27 rounds, what would happen to sun and moon? After 27 rounds, sun will be behind by 27 degrees and moon will be behind by, that is close to 360. So in 27 rounds, moon will go behind slowly all the way it comes back to original point, and sun would go from here to close to 30 degrees, 27 degrees, close to 30 degrees, like that. After 30 rounds, 27 to we'll add 3 more rounds. 30 into 13, it is 390, okay, and 30 into 1, that is 30. 390 minus 60, that is 30. So that means moon has made 390 degrees reverse revolution after 30 rounds. He came back here. The sun has made every day 1 degree. He also made here. This is the 11th round position. After 30 days, the moon and sun are coming also in the same line. At 0th day, both are the same line, and after 30 days, they are the same line. This is about 1 degree reference. Now we will change little bit difference. It is exactly not 1 degree, it is 0.98 degrees. And for moon, it is not exactly 13 degrees, it is 13.33 degrees. Okay? So then what happens? If it is 1 degree, after 360 rounds of the time wheel, sun would have made 359 rounds, because every day is going behind by 1 degree. Okay? But I am changing it a little bit different, 0.98. So after 366 rounds of time wheel, sun will complete 355 rounds. There is only small difference from 1, 0.98, very close to 1. So 362, it becomes 366. So 366 revolutions of time wheel, sun completes 365 revolutions. That is the reason we have 365 days in a year. So there is, we also know 365.2 pi. So 2 pi is not taken into consideration. We will take round figure. So this is how in a year we have 365 days. So that means after every day, after every round, when time wheel comes back to original position, the sun is going behind by 1 degree. So after 30 days, he goes from here to 30 degrees. That is 12th part of the total circle. So after 30 days, he is entering into different Rashi, different zodiac sign. This is how a month is happening. The sun month. After 30 days, he is entering into different zodiac sign. After another 30 days, he is entering into the 60th degree. He is entering into the second or third Rashi. Like that, he is going backward. In the backward movement, he is going from one Rashi to other Rashi. Makara Rashi to Kumbha Rashi, that is January to February, then March, April, May. So like that. The divisions are understood like that. The 12 divisions of the zodiac wheel. And with respect to moon, what moon is doing? In 1 day, he is going behind by 13 degrees. So we have 27 constellations. There are 27 wives of the moon. So 360 by 27, that becomes close to 13. So every 13 degrees, one constellation is situated. So 1 day is spending with one wife, and the next day is spending with second wife, or next constellation. So every day is going from one constellation to other constellations. Thus, after 27 days, he is coming back to the original point. Okay? This starting point. 27 into 13, that becomes 360. But after 30 days, that is 390 degrees, then sun and moon both come here. After 27 days, the moon comes here, but sun will be somewhere here close to 30. After 30 days, sun will be on the 30th line, and moon also will come to 30th line. The 0th position, when moon is in front of the sun, that is called Amavasya. And after 30 days, the moon again comes in front of sun, that is again called Amavasya. That's why in a lunar month, from Amavasya to Amavasya, we have 30 days. But technically, that 13 degrees is not 13 degrees, it is 13.33 degrees. So for a lunar month, it is not 30 days, it is 29.6 days. From Amavasya to Amavasya, it is 29.6 days, because this number is important to understand how Adhika Mas is coming. Okay. So if it is 30 days, if you multiply this with 12 months, it becomes 360 days. But actually it is 29.6. If we multiply this with 12, it becomes 355 days. So 12 months of moon are completed in 355 days. 12 months of sun are completed in 365 days. Thus there is a difference of 10 days. If we extrapolate this for 3 years, 10 plus 10 plus 10, that becomes extra 30 days. That is called Adhika Mas, which generally comes in every 3 years. I hope this is little bit clear. So this will show in the next diagram. So whatever we discussed now, everything is shown in the next diagram. So we see that the time wheel making sun and moon move in the clockwise direction, but with respect to time wheel, sun is moving in the backward direction because every day is going behind by 1 degree. The moon is also going behind by 1 degree. So in the future references, we will not be considering the clockwise motion. We will be referring to only anti-clockwise motion. Everything with respect to time wheel. On the time wheel, how they are moving backward, that will be given more importance than the forward movement, because every day everyone is moving in cyclic motion. But when they are moving with respect to the main person, that is time wheel, how they are moving backward, that is given more importance. With the help of that only, our day and night months are calculated, and with the help of that only, the astrologer calculates our, not this palmistry, our whatever that, not Panchang also, horoscope. Yeah, he calculates based on their backward movement on zodiac belt. So this is how the backward movement, the sun is moving from this Capricorn to Aquarius after 30 days, then after 30 days it goes to Pisces, like that. But moon goes from here to here very quickly. So this, kindly pay attention to this image. This is 0th day or 0th round. On the outer circle, sun is here in Mesha Rashi. The green dot is Mesha, the red dot is sun. And here the green dot is Ashwini and the red dot is moon. Okay, this is day 0. So next, we will go to day 1. After day 1, what happened? The sun is gone behind by 1 degree, close to 1 degree, 0.98. The moon is gone behind by 13 degrees. He went from Ashwini all the way up to Bharani. He moved to Bharani. After 2 days, moon went from Bharani to Kritika and sun went little bit behind, 2 degrees. So if they continue like this, after 30 days, the sun went from Mesha to Vrishabha. The moon went from Ashwini to, here only, but he made one revolution, again came back here. So now, the 0th round, the sun is here and moon is here. This particular situation is called Amavasya. Yesterday when Prabhuji was asking about moon is coming in the front, all this. So now we will see this. Amavasya, when moon is here, it is called Amavasya. After 30 days, again, the moon is coming in front of sun. This is also another Amavasya. Actually, we said that Amavasya to Amavasya it is 29.6 days. So there is a difference of 0.4 days extra. That's why moon has gone little bit ahead, not exactly in the front of the sun, so little ahead. So next, after 30 days, we will see what happened. After 2 months, this is after 60 days, sun went into Miduna, but moon went a little bit ahead, because 2 months of moon is 29.6 into 2, it becomes 59 days only. There is 1 day extra. So he went 1 star ahead. Ardra to Punarvasu. He went 1 star ahead because 1 day extra is there. In that way, 1 day ahead he went. So like that, if you go after 3 months, sun made from Mesha to Karka and moon went from here to here after completing 3 rounds. So this is after 6 months. After completing 6 rounds, the moon went little bit extra because every month half day extra is there. So that's how he is going. After this is after 6 months. So 3 stars he must have gone ahead. 1, 2, this is supposed to be here. 1, 2, 3, 3 stars he went ahead. This is after 9 months. Sun comes here and he goes to, moon goes to here. This is after 1 year. Sun came back to original Mesha Rashi. This is after 1 year. This Mesha is nothing but Gudi Padva. Easy to remember, this Mesha is Gudi Padva. Chaitra Shukla Pratipat. That comes in Mesha Rashi. So by that time, the moon has completed 12 rounds. That means he completed 355 days. He also made 10 extra days movement. That is from here to here. This is 1/3 of the full circle. 1/3 is full circle is 30 days. 1/3 is 10 days. We can say approximately like that. So he made 1/3 of the total motion. This is after 1 year. And after 2 years, the moon made 24 rounds and also made 2/3 of the motion extra. Okay. after 36 rounds, this is after 3 years, the moon might have made 36 rounds and also one extra round. That extra round is called Adhika Mas. This is how Adhika Mas comes in every 3 years. Actually, it is said that Adhika Mas comes in every 32 months. Little less than 3 years. There are like little additional calculations. I made everything into round figures so that it is easy to explain. So I took it as 3 years. Sometimes within 5 years there will be 2 Adhika Masas. But for explanation purpose we can have 3 years. So this is how everything is working. How day and night is happening, how solar month, how lunar month is happening, how year is happening, and how extra month is coming. These are few details we can understand from this diagram. So all these things put together, a table is made. From the table, a diagram is made. In the diagram also we can see them little more with clarity. So this is the table. These are the 12 zodiac signs. The dates at which they are starting. For example, Dhanu Rashi is starting on 16 December, ending on 14 January. Makara is starting on 15 January and ending on 12th February. And these are 6 seasons. Hemant Ritu consists of Dhanu and Makara. Shishir Ritu consists of Kumbha and Meena. Like Vasanta Ritu, Grishma Ritu, Varsha Ritu and Sharad Ritu. Currently we are in Grishma Ritu. This is up to 17th August. So and then these are 27 constellations with their 9 padas in each star. And these are lunar months, Marga, Shirsha, Pusha, Maga, Falguna, Chaitra, Vaishaka, Jyeshta. And these are the dates for those months for the last 3 years, 2013, 14, 15. These dates are taken because in 2015 we had extra Ashada Mas. So how that month is coming to show, these dates are taken. So in 13 there are months are going. Here the first month is started on 11th February. This year is ending on 2nd December. Vrishchika Rashi, okay. This is 15 December, 16 December. Okay, 11th February, it is going up to 2nd December. Okay, this is a little bit difference. So 31st January, the next month is starting and it is going all the way up to 22nd November. And this month is starting on 12th December. Here you see 17th June to 16th July. This is extra Ashada Mas in 2015. And this is 17th July to 14th August. This is actual Ashada Mas. So whenever Ashada Mas comes as extra month, that time the Navakalavar festival happens in Jagannath Puri. Why? Because the month before Ashad, that is Jyeshta, the Jyeshta Paurnami is Snana Purnima. Just few days back we had, the current month is Jyeshta month. The coming Amavasya, this month ends and next Ashada month starts. So that Paurnami is Snana Purnima. After 15 days, when that month is over, when Jyeshta Mas starts, the very first day Ratha Yatra begins on Pratipad. So but when extra Ashada month comes, there is one extra month is coming in between. So that time they have sufficient time to carve the deities. So they do Navakalavar festival during this extra, whenever this extra Ashada month comes. This Ashada month comes extra only once in every 30 years, something like that. After 30 years, these months comes. And it is also said that generally from Kartik all the way up to Maga, these months does not come as extra month. Other months only come as extra months. From Kartik all the way up to Maga, they don't come as extra months. Only other months come as extra months. So now all this table put into a circular form so that we can easily understand. This is Capricorn, this part is Makara Sankranti, this is Kumbha Sankranti. And these are the 27 stars, they are like this. And these are 6 seasons, they are like this. And these are months, the 36 months for 3 years. Here 2013, the Pushamasa is starting here. And all the 12 months completed, the 12th month is ending here. So there is extra of 10 days as here. The next year, first month is starting here and the year is ending here. There is another extra of 10 days. The third year is starting and it is completed 12 months here. But this extra 10 days, this extra 10 days, this extra 10 days, put together 30 days, it becomes extra festive position for extra month. But in this 2015, the extra month came here, extra Asada, this came here. So this is how the time wheel is made. So this is like explaining the solar months and lunar months, how the movement is going. Whatever we have seen in the previous diagram are depicted in this one diagram. I hope it is clear. We'll discuss later. So this is about the formation of months and all. So now we'll go ahead. In the very beginning we have stated that Prabhupada wanted 4 things to be displayed in Mayapur temple. First one is how day and night is happening. The second one is how moon is changing its phases. Third one is how seasons are changed, how seasons are coming. The fourth one is how eclipses are forming. So till now we have seen how day and night is happening, and how months are happening, how years are happening, how extra month is coming. These are few details we have seen. And now we'll see how moon phases are changing. The moon is changing its phases. So before going to that, one information may be useful. So we know the 27 stars who are daughters of Daksha. They have their own names. Then how the months are getting their names? So for example, we'll take a month called Chaitra. The moon's movement, when is the sun moving from this point to this point, that is called Chaitra. The Chaitra month comes generally in the time of March and April. So this is like March 15 to April 15. This is April 15 to May 15. This measure. So this Chaitra is coming somewhere beginning of April to the end of April, like that. So when during Chaitra month, when sun is moving here only in this area, the moon goes to the opposite side. When moon is in front of sun, that is called Amavasya. When moon goes in the opposite side, that is called Paurnami. So during Paurnami, whichever star moon is in, so the month gets that name. Here we see there is Chitra star. So during when sun is here, the moon goes here, that time moon is traveling in Chitra star. So that particular month is called Chaitra month. So like that, there is Vishaka star, that month is called Vaishaka. There is Jyeshta star, that month is called Jyeshtamas. There is Uttarashada and Purvashada, there are 2 stars, that particular month is called Ashada. So like that the months gets their names. And one more understanding. When extra month comes, generally a month is defined as a transition of a sun from one Rashi to other Rashi. When sun is going from this Rashi to this Rashi, a month is defined. Here you see, for example, Falguna. This Falguna month comes with a transition of sun going from Kumbha to Meena. So like that every month has a transition of sun from one Rashi to other Rashi. But when in a month, that is Amavasya to Amavasya, there is no transition of sun, that particular month is called extra month. A month without a transition of sun, that is a month is coming only within one zodiac sign, that particular month is called Jyeshta month, not extra month. So here we see this extra Ashada month is coming. This month started after this transition and ended before this transition. This month is coming within this only, because generally the sun takes for a month is about around 30.5 days, 365 by 12, and moon is around 29.5 days. So there is a difference of 1 day. So it can very well fit within that. So that's how a moon can complete Amavasya to Amavasya without having any transition. At that time the extra month comes. This is how the extra month is calculated. Sorry to give all this technical information. So we'll go ahead. For the moon, if you see from the top, now we are seeing sun and moon. Moon with respect to sun, how moon is going to appear. So this is the outer circle, the orbit of sun. This is inner circle, the orbit of the moon. So this is the day 1. When sun is here, this portion of the moon is bright and this portion of the moon is dark. So in the very first diagram we have said that the sun and moon along with the Kala Chakra, they are moving in a circular fashion. So in a day, the sun and moon both are moving like this only. So during Amavasya, the both sun and moon are rising in the horizon together. Okay? So throughout the day both are in the space. We don't see the moon. There are 2 different reasons to understand. One is the moon, the portion which is seen by earth, people is only this side. The portion of the moon which is inside the circle is seen by us, not the portion of the moon outside the circle. But here on the day 1, the portion which is outside the circle is only bright, which is inside is dark. So we cannot see the moon. That's why it is called no moon day, or the first day is called no moon day or Amavasya. But after 1 or 2 days, when goes behind by 13 plus 13, 26 degrees, that time you see the moon is here. Because of sun, this portion of the moon is bright, but there is a small overlap which is coming within the inner circle. So after 1 or 2 days we can see a small arc in the space. So that is how after 1 or 2 days the moon is seen little bit, because it is going away from sun by 12 degrees every day. That's why we see small portion. As it grows further, as the days goes ahead, after 8 days, here you see Ashtami, we will see half moon on this particular day. Because from sunlight is coming, enlightening this part of the moon, and from earth we see this portion within the circle. Half moon is dark and half moon is bright. That is Ashtami. And after 15 days, when moon comes here, sun is here, this is bright. This portion, entire portion within the circle is bright. So we will see full moon on Paurnami. So here one understanding we can see here. And Paurnami, when sun is rising, the moon is setting. When sun goes here, the moon comes back here. That's why we see on Paurnami, when sun is setting at 6 p.m., we have moon rise. The whole night we can see the full moon. As the days gradually go by, so what is happening? The moon is coming close to the sun. The portion which is brightened by the sun is gradually reducing. And Paurnami is full and gradually reducing. It became again half on Ashtami and reducing. So this portion from no moon day to full moon day, this is called Shukla Paksha. Shukla means white. The moon is becoming whitish. That's why it is called Shukla Paksha. And from full moon day to no moon day, this is called Krishna Paksha. This is moon is becoming darker. Krishna means dark. That's why it is called Krishna Paksha. If you see from the front, as seen from the earth, this is Paurnami, this is Amavasya. On Amavasya, full moon dark. The first day it is little arc, second day little bit bigger arc. On Ashtami it becomes half moon. And gradually it becomes full moon. And gradually it becomes again half moon. Gradually reduces to no moon. This is how the phases of the moon is changing every day because of the relative position of the moon with respect to sun. That height is negligible. That is only 0.1 with respect to 16 million yojanas. 0.1 is negligible. Though they are appearing to be higher, but they are almost close. And we will be discussing. Though there is its one's position is higher, but it comes down and goes up and down. There is Uttara and Dakshina, and I will discuss in future. Yeah. So this is about the phases of the moon. How moon is changing its phases gradually. The same way, till now we have seen how sun and moon are moving along with the zodiac belt and how they are moving in the reverse direction on top of zodiac belt. The same way, other planets and the stars, everyone is moving along with the time wheel, and they are also moving backward with respect to zodiac belt. So at what speed they are moving backward, they are put in a tabular format. So we have taken the movement of sun, moon because they are important. Other things they are put in a tabular format. So before going to that, so Bhagavatam talks about the different orbits. The time it takes for the sun to pass completely through the Antariksha along with earth plane and heavenly planes with slow, quick and medium speeds is called Samvatsara, Parivasara, Idavatsara, Anuvasara and Vatsara. These are different years definition. Samvatsara is sun's full revolution through the zodiac belt. This is 1 year. Parivasara is full revolution of the Jupiter. For Jupiter to complete one full revolution, that is called Parivasara. And Vatsara, the year for 27 constellations. How much time 27 constellations takes to complete one revolution. And Anuvasara, this is for the moon. How much time moon takes to complete one zodiac belt. And Idavasara, this is about constellations, remaining stars in the space, how much time they take. So these are the details. One Samvatsara is about 365.25 days, but we have taken 365 days. This is 1 year of sun. One Parivasara, 1 year of Jupiter is 11.87 years of sun. That is 12 into 360. That becomes 4320 days. When we multiply divided by 365, it becomes 11.87 days. Generally considered 12 years. The Jupiter completes all the 12 zodiac signs after 12 years. So he spends 1 year in every zodiac sign. So Anuvasara is 1 year of moon, that is about 27.3 days into 12 months. And Vatsara is 12 months of 27 constellations, that is 12 into 27, there are 27 stars, that is 324. And Idavasara is about 30 days of 12 months, 360 days. So now we will see how they are moving. So this is the table, gives a brief overview of all the things. So here we start with sun. Sun is going behind by every day 1 degree. Thus, in 360 days he completes 1 year. Matlab he completes one revolution. Here 360 is given a round figure. Instead of 365, 360 is given. So he takes to complete one zodiac 30 days. And moon, he goes behind by 13 degrees every day. So he will take 2.25 days to complete one zodiac, that is about 30 degrees, and he will take 27 days to complete 360 degrees. So like that, Venus also will take 1 year because he is moving along with the sun, and Buddha also will take 1 year, he is also moving along with the sun. But Mangala, he will go behind by 2/3 degrees, 0.667 degrees. So thus he takes to complete one revolution 540 days, that is 1.5 year. And every sign he covers in 1.5 month. And Guru, Jupiter, he will take 1 year to cover one zodiac sign, thus he will take 12 years to cover 12 zodiac signs. And Saturn will take 2.5 years to cover one zodiac sign, and he will take 30 years to cover 12 zodiac signs. After 30 years, he will come back to the original position. So he is moving very slow in the backward direction, that is every day is going behind by 0.0333 degrees, and Guru is going behind by 0.0833 degrees, very less. So like that. And there are two more people, Rahu and Ketu, they are going behind by every day 0.05 degrees. So thus in 1.5 year they cover one zodiac sign, in 18 years they cover 12 zodiac signs. This is how they are going, they are moving with respect to time wheel. So this chart, based on this chart only, all the calculations of astrology are calculated. So there is a table, don't be bewildered by seeing the next table, we will not spend much time. Just to cross check whether these dates are correct or not, these number of days are given which are correct or not, one table is shown here. Lot of information there, but don't see any other information, only the bottom line, kindly see the only bottom line. This is total years. Sun is taking 1 year to complete full revolution, Moon is taking 27 days, Venus is taking 404 days, supposed to take 1 year only, but sometimes it may take more time, sometimes it may take less time. And Mercury is taking 360 days, very close to 365 days, and Mars is taking 23 months. He is supposed to take 1.5 year, that is 18 months, sometimes it may take more also, 23 months. And Jupiter is taking 11.4 months, 11 years and 4 months, which is supposed to be 12 years. Here he is taking less time. And Rahu is taking 18 months and 18 years and 7 months, supposed to be 18 years, but little bit more than that. Ketu 18 years 7 months, and Saturn 29 years 10 months, which is close to 30 years. This is how they are taking. So whatever information is given Bhagavatam, that is matching to these astrological calculations. So they are not some difference. This is for the next year. Sun is again taking 1 year, Moon is taking 27.3 days, and Venus previously has taken 400 days, now he has taken 294 days. So both put together, sometimes he takes extra days, sometimes he takes less days, that's how he balances. And he has taken 360 days, and he has taken 23 months, he has 12 years, previously it was 11 years 4 months, now it is 12 years. Here 18 years 7 months, 18 years 7 months, so 29 years 10 months, like that. So the dates can be matched. So now we have seen through these tables and diagrams the movement of planets from here to here all the way. All the planets, how they are moving, we have seen. Now we will discuss about how Uttarayana and Dakshinayana is happening. So the reference point for this understanding is one shloka of Bhagavatam. This is 24th chapter, 2nd shloka. The sun globe, which is source of heat, extends for 10,000 yojanas, the moon extends for 20,000 yojanas, and Rahu extends for 30,000 yojanas. So this particular translation helps us to understand how Uttarayana Dakshinayana is happening and seasons are changing. So this extension of the sun globe by 10,000 yojanas causes Uttarayana, Dakshinayana and Vishuvayana. Vishuvayana is referring to line of equator, and Uttarayana is referring to line of Cancer, Dakshinayana referring to line of Capricorn. So this explains a somewhat information. This is like bottommost point, this is the topmost point, this is like Makara Sankranti, this is like Karaka Sankranti. The intersection point, this is like Mesha and Kumbha, kind of January, April, July and May, October, again January, like that. This is how the orbit changes of the sun. Initially it is down, gradually every day is going up. We will discuss about all these things based on Bhagavatam and other Puranas. So now the same shloka also gives an understanding of eclipse, how eclipse is happening. So formerly, in the same section of Bhagavatam, formerly when nectar was being distributed, Rahu tried to create dissension between the sun and moon by interposing himself between them. Rahu came in between sun and moon. The moon and sun stopped him from drinking. So he will take revenge on sun and moon for this act, because Rahu lost his whole body. He remained with head only. So what he will do? Rahu became inimical towards both sun and moon. Thus, he always tries to cover the sunshine and moonshine on the dark moon day. He covers sunshine on dark moon day, that is Amavasya, and he covers moonshine on full moon night. Solar eclipse generally comes on daytime. Lunar eclipse comes on night time. So this is the understanding from Bhagavatam. Because he was impeded by sun and moon from taking nectar, more and more nectar. So he is stopping their sunlight which is coming to earth on these particular days, on dark moon day and full moon night, that is Amavasya and Paurnami. So this is the most probable place where eclipse can happen. This is the orbit of sun which is going up and down. This is the orbit of moon which is going up and down. And this is the probable place where sun and moon and earth both teen are coming in the same line. So this is also another probable place where these three are coming in line. So now we will add to this Rahu also, because Rahu is the one who is causing eclipse. So how to understand this? So from the previous information we know that planet Earth and Sun, they are almost in the same line, because this is the Pushkar Deepa is 100,000 yojanas below the Jambu Deepa, and moon though is above, but because of Uttarayana Dakshinayana movement sometimes he may come down, and Rahu though below the sun, because of this Uttarayana extension he may go up also. So at some point of time these four may come in same line, that will cause eclipse. So sometimes Rahu and moon will be on this side in between sun and earth, sometimes these two may go this side. When these two will go that side, that causes lunar eclipse. When these two come in between sun and earth, this causes solar eclipse, and we will further discuss how this is happening in future. So this is the reference point to understand how solar eclipse and lunar eclipse is happening, and how Uttarayana Dakshinayana is happening. The sun, this is the starting point of Uttarayana, this is January 15th, and from here to here, for the sun to go it takes 6 months, this is July 17th, and he will come back from here to here, that is again 6 months. From here to here is called Dakshinayana, from here to here is called Uttarayana. So the extension of sun's course is 5,000 yojanas to the north of the celestial equator and 5,000 yojanas to the south. So in the previous image, out of 10,000, above 5,000 and below 5,000 it goes. The same way, the moon goes 10,000 above, 10,000 below, and Rahu goes 15,000 above, 15,000 below. So it's like that. Simply to keep pace with the sun in the northern and southern courses, the extension of the moon and Rahu is given 10,000, 15,000, so that they can come in the same line with the sun, that can cause eclipse. Apart from the annual northern and southern courses, the moon also has northern and southern courses every fortnight. So Vajratirtha explained this we can observe in the sky. If you observe from Paurnami to Amavasya in the sky through the night, one day we see the moon in the southern side, the next day is gradually going to the northern side, again coming back to the southern side. This can be practically observed in the space. So Vajratirtha is saying that. So now there are few slides which will explain how to understand this Uttarayana. So we will go a little quickly. This is from Priyavrata Maharaj chariot. He divided Bhumandala into 7 dvipas. This is about how he travelled. He had 7 chariots. Through his mystic power he travelled. So he rode in 7 chariots, each 7 circles, each with 25.76 days. The total becomes 180. That is about half the year. So how he is travelling? Starting with the summer equinox, that is Karka Sankranti, that is July. He started on July during Karka Sankranti, with the sun gradually descending until Pusha Mas, that comes in January. So he started his journey on Karka Sankranti along with the sun. He went until Pusha month. He started in the inside circle, and by the time Pusha month came, he came to the outmost circle. It is said that sun gradually descending. Sun is descending, he is also descending, because Bhumandala is coming down. The sun is descending, he is also descending. This descending terms help us to understand descending. In the previous diagram, we said the sun is moving from above to down by 10,000 yojanas. That is descending, sun is coming down. And next, from winter equinox, that is from Makara Sankranti, January, he would travel with the same number of days, but with the opposite order of chariots, with the sun gradually ascending until Ashada. So sun is ascending, is going on Uttara Ayana from Makara Sankranti to Ashada, that is July. And from July to January is descending, is coming down. This is from first chapter of 5th canto. The same thing. So further explanation is that as the sun travelled around the Meru clockwise along with the dependent zodiac, it gradually increased in speed, and thus the days after the summer equinox, Karka Sankranti, became short each month. This we must have observed. Till July, the days are gradually increasing. From July onward, the daytime gradually decreases. Now it is rainy season, we may not be able to see sunrise, sunset much, but if we observe clearly, in the month of June, July, the sunrise happens almost at 5:30, something like that. It goes all the way up to 7:30. As we go month after month, we see the sunrise is happening at 6:30. In the month of January, we see sunrise is happening at almost at 6:30. Even we see during Darshanarthi only we are able to see. In Govardhan College, we used to see during Guru Puja, we used to see sun rising. So like that, it becomes almost 7 a.m. and sun stays in the space only up till 5:30 p.m. only, 5:36. That makes the daytime less. From January onwards, as you go gradually up to the July, the daytime is gradually increasing. So the cross reference for that is Bhagavatam is saying, as the sun travelled around Meru clockwise along with the dependent zodiac, it gradually increased in speed. Gradually increased in speed as he was going outside. So simple to understand, when he is inside, there is a orbit whose radius is very less. The circumference will be very less. The distance to be covered by the sun within 24 hours will be very less. So he would go very slowly. As he was going outside, the radius is increasing, the circumference is also increasing, then he has to travel at higher speed. So it is said that it gradually increased in speed from July to January, because he is going far from the Meru, far from the center. He is gradually going out. So in the previous diagram we have seen sun is going up and down, but from this explanation we also understand that he is going gradually outside also. And in the next, from the winter equinox, that is Makara Sankranti, the sun gradually slows down and the days become longer. From January, he is coming inside. So the periphery, the circumference is coming down, reducing. So he has to cover less amount of distance in 24 hours. So he can reduce his speed. So this is one more understanding. We have sun is going up and down. Now sun is going inside and outside also. These are two things. We will combine these two and see in a pictorial diagram in future slides. So some references from Linga Purana, other Puranas. These Puranas also give the same thing in different references. The Linga Purana says that as the sun's chariot moves in orbits during Dakshinayana, that is July to January, the two ropes held by Dhruva are loosened and they become longer. The ropes which are controlling the horses, they are loosened. Then the horses are going away, going far from July to January. Thus the orbital circumference is gradually increasing. The sun grows very fast. So during Uttarayana, that is January to July, Dhruva pulls the ropes and they become shorter. The orbit radius becomes shorter. Thus the chariot is dragged into the inner tracks. So Linga Purana explains there are 180 circles. So every day is moving in one circle. One day he goes from inside to outside, and other 1 day he goes from outside to inside. Thus there are 360 circular motions for sun in a year. So during Uttarayana, the radius of the orbit is decreasing, circumference decreases, the speed of sun also decreases. During Dakshinayana, day by day it is increasing. The same explanation is given in different Puranas, because we have put slides so that it is not one-pointed information, it is same in all Puranas. So the 180 circles are there. He says that, Vishnu Purana says that He covers them by his elevated and inclined rate of movement. It is inclined elevated. We can understand if we go to cricket stadium, there are steps are there, circular steps. So step by step, we are going above and we are going outside from the center. So like that. When Dhruva pulls the two ropes tied to the end of the yoke during Uttarayana, every day the sun moves towards the inner orbit, which is elevated more than the previous one. When Dhruva pulls the ropes, the sun is coming inside, that is from January to July, and is also going upward because the next day it is going to the elevated state. And in the opposite, when he loosens the orbit ropes, the sun is going outside and is coming down. This is descending. So same thing. So from Vayu Purana also same thing. And this is from Bhagavatam, 5th canto, 21st chapter, 3 and 6. Bhagavatam gives in a snapshot, within 3 shlokas it explains about Uttarayana Dakshinayana. So just to support Bhagavatam explanation, we have taken all these references. In Uttarayana, by slow speed, while ascending in the sky and passing time, the sun moves through 6 zodiac signs, starting from Capricorn, this is Makara, making the days gradually longer. From January to July, days are gradually increasing and nights shorter. And during Uttarayana, this is Capricorn to Gemini Uttarayana, and during Dakshinayana, moving with quick speed and descending, the sun moves through the 6 zodiac signs starting from Cancer, making the days shorter and the nights longer. This is what Bhagavatam explains. So to understand how it is, so we have referred to different Puranas. So by moving at medium speeds during the equinox periods with days and nights equal, the sun moves through Aries and Libra. So when sun comes in the equinox line of equator position, that time days and nights are said to be almost equal. So in April and in October we can see 12 hours day, 12 hours night, almost approximately. So how all these things put together we can see in a pictorial format. Same thing again. So this is January 15th Makara Sankranti, this is Karka Sankranti July 17th, from year to year gradually ascending, from year to year gradually descending. So now we see this image with respect to India. On January 15th, that is Makara Sankranti, sun is here. So because of sun, this part of the earth is bright. So here we can see the south pole is almost full bright. In the south pole they experience midday on this particular time, 24 hours day and 0 hours night. They have 24 hours full day. And in the north pole they have 0 hours day and 24 hours night. And somewhere in the middle, in the line of equator, they almost experience 12 hours day and 12 hours night, somewhere just below the line of equator at one point. Like here 24 hours day, here 0 hours day, somewhere in the middle 12 hours day, 12 hours night. That means, so gradually day and night position is changing. So in India, during Makara Sankranti, because India is in the northern hemisphere, we will experience little lesser than the 12 hours. Here 0 hours, here 12 hours. India is somewhere here. We will experience around 11 hours day and 13 hours night. This is the point trying to explain from this map. And the next, after few months, we will see where sun has gone. After 3 months, sun has moved from here to here. You see, he has gone upward and he has also gone inside. So by this time, this portion of the earth is bright. Previously, the south pole was experiencing midday. So now, on this particular day, he will experience sunset. So until this point, they were experiencing 24 hours day only. But at this particular point of time, he will experience sunset, 12 hours day and 12 hours night at one day almost. One day before, 24 hours day. And one day after, he will have 0 hours day. Within one day is full day and night shifts. In the north pole, it is opposite. One day before it was night, one day after it is day. But on this particular day, it will be half day and half night. And this is how we can understand. And after 3 months again, the sun has gone here and again is going up and also inside. And this time we see on the north pole full day and south pole full night. And in India, by this time, sun is coming close to the India. So we can have more day. about 13 hours day. So now again in the month of October, sun has come to this point. Again same thing in the reverse order. And this is again after completing one full year, he came back to the original position. Sun is gradually going upward and inside, again coming out. So one information here, this is April, this is May. In the month of May we have intense heat because sun is coming close to the earth, and it is almost on the head of India. And again after completing few months, in the month of October, again sun coming on the top of India. In October also we have intense heat, but not as hot as May, so little less. So this is the reason, because sun is coming again in the same line. So these are few things, and based on this image we can understand. So this is one intermediate point is taken. So we can understand how seasons are changing. When sun is here in the southern pole side, we experience winter in the month of January. As sun is gradually coming close to India, we experience not summer, first we experience spring, and then summer comes. During summer, sun evaporates all the water. It causes low pressure vacuum. So as sun goes to July, so sun came to India and left India. So then because of vacuum, all the airs come inside and the clouds also come inside. Rain season starts. After summer there will be rain season. So after sun again going back, so this is the portion of rain season. When sun crosses this line, when it is going away from line of equator, and we'll get winter. Winter starts from October, November onwards. So winter becomes very high in the month of January because sun is too far from India, is going down. This is how the seasons are changing. So this we can see from this. The sun movement going above and down. This is the explanation based on Bhagavatam. So that we can see when we map an India. This is like January, sun is in the almost close to line of Capricorn. In July is close to line of Cancer. In April and October is close to line of equator in the vertical, horizontal this thing. So these are the few things. So this we can see in Bhagavatam, there are 3 different speeds are given. The radius comes at 3 different times, 15.85, 17 and 18. So radius is gradually increasing. With this also helps us to understand sun is going outside and inside. So these are few places which are taken from Google to understand how day and night is happening. This is Cape Horn is the bottommost point in the world map. This is South America. Here you see in the month of June, there is only 6 hours daytime. In September they have 12 hours 40 minutes. In December they have 17 hours daytime. And this information I could not get. And in Argentina, so they have in June 9.3 hours daytime. In September 12 hours daytime. In December 14 hours. In March 11 hours. Little above. This is Cape Town, South Africa, bottommost of the Africa. 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours, 11 hours. In Singapore, this is almost on the line of equator. At all the 4 places, he has almost 12 hours, 12, 10, 12, 6, 12, 2 and 12, 7. Throughout the year, they experience 12 hours day, 12 hours night on the line of equator. And Mumbai, we have June 13 hours, September we have 12 hours, in December we have 11 hours, in March we have 12 and a half hours. In Greenland, which is on the northern side, in June they have 12 hours, 24 hours daytime, in September 10 hours, in December 0 hours daytime, in March this is 15 hours. So here in the southmost point in the world map, that is South America, here he has 24 hours daytime, he has 6 hours of daytime. Here he has 0 hours of daytime, here he has 17 hours of 18 hours of daytime. So like that we can see both the poles are experiencing opposite atmospheres. So this is something from scientific understanding. There we say that sun is in the center and earth is tilted by 23 degrees and sun makes a movement like this. So because of which the seasons are changing. Here in this point, in December, the south pole is exposed to sun. So they experience summer and these people experience winter in December, the northern hemisphere. December we experience winter. And in March, almost everyone experiences summer. Here in June, these northern side they experience summer and southern side they experience winter. Here again, somewhat different. These are the things we can see here. December, March, June and September. This is about the sun's position. how the sun light is falling. Here north pole is bright, south pole is dark. Here north pole is dark and south pole is bright. Here north pole and south pole, they are a little bit bright. This is 12 hours day and 12 hours night, both the places. So now we will see a little bit about how eclipse is happening. This is about sun, moon, and here earth will be there. Then it comes eclipse. Different phenomena, lunar eclipse, full complete eclipse or partial eclipse, they understand this. So this is sun, earth, moon. We also have got Rahu, which is very close to the earth. When Rahu comes here, he blocks the moon rays which are coming to the earth. Because when sun is here, moon is here, this is Paurnami. In the night, we will see full moon. But Rahu comes in between. Rahu blocks the moon rays which are coming to the earth. That's how we get lunar eclipse. And during Amavasya day, when sun is here, earth is here, we have seen from that initial picture, the sun and moon both are rising together in the daytime. The moon is here and Rahu also coming in between. So Rahu is blocking sunrays which are coming to the earth. So that's why during eclipse, we were told that not to perform any activities. Stay in the home, don't cook, or just chant the names of the god. They don't do any deity worship also. After the eclipse is over, which lasts for one muhurta, about 1 hour, 40 to 1 hour, 40 minutes to 1 hour, we take bath, again cook again, and then accept result. So like that. Because the Rahu stops the good influence of moon or sun on earth, and he influences people on earth by his own bad. Because Rahu is like a very inimical person, very demonic person. He tries to create evil atmosphere on earth. That's why we don't do any activity during the eclipse. So this is another image about eclipses. So now we have seen all the 4 phenomena, how day and night is happening, how the moon phases are changing, how Uttara and Dakshina is happening, how eclipses are forming. So this is about conclusion, last chapter, 26th chapter. Living entities movement from hell to heaven to earth. The impious people must enter into various hellish planets according to the degree of their sin. The pious enter into Sarga according to the degree of their piety. Piety go up, impious go down. But both the pious and impious are again brought to earth, that is Bharata Varsha, by the remaining results of Dharma and Adharma. Once they go through and they complete their piety or impiety, they again come back to Bharata Varsha. Because again they come to earth, since this is the place where Dharma and Adharma occur and liberation is achieved. So living entity sometimes goes upward, sometimes goes downward, eventually lands up in Bharatavarsha. So because this is the place where one accrues karma and one also get liberation. So then Phalastuti. If one reads the description of Lord's external form, that is the entire universe, with great faith, or if one hears about it or explains it to others, he develops faith on the Supreme Lord, he develops bhakti towards Supreme Lord, he develops pure intelligence, and he understands the topic of the Supreme Lord, which is like Upanishad. These creation topics, the topics of second canto, third canto and fifth canto, they are like Upanishad. Upanishad is also difficult to understand, and these things can be understood. If one tries to understand, he will become understood. So that means this description of the external form of the Lord, with great faith one has to read. So then, or hear, or explain, then he will understand, though they are difficult. This is the Phalastuti. After hearing about the gross and subtle forms of the Lord, the renunciate, just as he leads the controlled mind by the intelligence to the gross form, he leads the mind to the subtle form of the Lord. Basically, the yogis meditate on this Virat Roop. So thus they develop attraction for the Lord. Same way, if you meditate on the Sachidananda form of the Lord, we will also develop attraction toward the Lord. This amazing gross body of the Lord, consisting of earth, islands, varshas, rivers, mountains, sky and oceans, the lower planetary systems, the directions, the hellish planet system and the luminaries, is the shelter of all living entities. This is gross body, whatever we discussed with all the divisions, everything. This is Lord's form only. This is the shelter to all living entities. Different kind of living entities created by Supreme Lord. They are getting shelter in this form. That is Lord's form, Lord only giving shelter. Lord only created the world, Lord only giving shelter for us to stay. So this is the description of horizontal and vertical and the planetary movements of Srimad Bhagavatam 5th canto. So in the beginning we have said that, very beginning, Mayam Varnayato Amusya Ishwarasya Anumodata Shrunoto Shraddhaya Nityam Maya Atma Namuhyati. So by hearing this kind of topics, which are Lord's activities with respect to external energy, that is creation and maintenance topics, we will not be bewildered by Maya. So by knowing all this, by discussing and hearing these topics, we will be careful with Maya, and we will all think that by if we perform piety, we go up to heaven. If we perform impiety, we go to heaven. So again we have to land up in Bharatavarsha. So why we want to go up and down and come back? We are already here. So let us not do piety, impiety. Instead of that, let us try to do some bhakti and go back home, back to Godhead. That is the conclusion of this presentation. So, huh?